my fangs! Welcome back. I hope everyone has had a marvelous week. Finally, it's Friday. I bet you're all ready for the weekend. Since we all know I enjoy my vampire films, I recently watched Night Teeth on Netflix. There will be spoilers. I'm going to try not to give too much away, but I probably will. So I apologize beforehand. But before I get into the review, click that like and subscribe button to join the fangs of the channel. You won't regret it. Now, the movie is about Benny, a college student that makes music in his spare time while living with his grandmother. Jay, his brother, is in a bind. He needs a driver for that evening, and he can't get anybody to replace one of his workers. His brother, Benny, offers to help him out. So all he has to do is pick up his customers and take them wherever they want to go. Pretty simple. What Benny doesn't know is his two gorgeous clients are vampires who want to go club hopping. Well, vampire club hopping, to be exact. The ladies, Blair and Zoe, are causing trouble with upholding the treaty in place that keeps vampires and humans separated. Basically, vampires are supposed to stay in the shadows while the humans get to live their lives without incident. But these two girls, they're sick of it. And their leader wants to have complete control over the city of LA. And how they're going about causing issues is, well, they're feeding on humans and destroying people that want to uphold the treaty, the vampires that want to uphold the treaty, and they're just causing a lot of chaos. The story is your typical vampire one. There's nothing new in terms of the vampire legend. There's no new weaknesses or strengths of their typical strengths and weaknesses and abilities. With that said, I still liked the movie. I found the treaty between humans and vampires interesting. It wasn't something that I've seen before, really. I liked the main cast. Their acting was great, very believable for their parts, and the film had some funny moments. With that said, I thought Megan Fox's and Sydney Sweeney's characters were flat. It seemed like they were just reading their lines. There was no emotion behind their words. There was just nothing there. It sounded like they were just reading from a cue card or whatever. So I was actually happy that they didn't have bigger parts in the film. They just had one tiny little scene because it was terrible. And I was honestly surprised by this because Megan Fox, I found her great in Transformers and Jennifer's Body. I don't think I've seen her in anything else though. And I will admit, though, I do agree with people that say that she's not, like, the greatest actress out there. And I don't know if that's because of her acting abilities or if it's because of the writers and the parts that they choose her for. Because if you've looked at Transformers and Jennifer's Body, they're very close, the characters. So there's nothing new she's going to add to the character, really. I still found her a great actress in those parts. I just think maybe if we saw her in something different, we could see her acting abilities. I'm not familiar with Sydney Sweeney, though. I can't really vouch for her acting abilities. I saw that she acted in a couple shows, but they were just guest appearances, so I don't think she was anybody that would have been memorable. To me, at least. So for a vampire film that is pretty cliche, I honestly would give it a 4 out of a 5 and a 7 out of a 10. It wasn't the worst, but it wasn't the greatest either. I would probably watch it again because the film overall was pretty good. I was interested to see how a human would survive in the middle of a vampire war, which is basically what this is about. There is, of course, your vampire hunters, which made it seem like humans were caught in the crossfire between the warring vampire clans, but they were kind of useless in the movie, and not what I was expecting at all. Have any of you seen this film? Did you like it, hate it? The movie has gotten a lot of mixed reviews, so I'm curious how it compares to other modern vampire movies that you've seen. Now, from a vampire fan of myself, most current vampire movies that I've seen are kind of forgettable compared to the classics, and I'm kind of putting the vampire film 30 Days of Night into classics because it's kind of old compared to right now. I forget when it was released, but that I think was like the last really good modern vampire film, I want to say. I don't know if there's been any since then. Let me know in the comments, because I probably have seen them and I'm just throwing a blank for some reason on other vampire movies that have come out since then. Thank you so much for watching. Later tonight I'll share 2 scary Japanese urban legends. Can't wait to hear some scary stories. Click the bell icon to know when the videos are, when all videos are available for your creepy pleasure, because I cover mostly horror on this channel, as we know, and a little true crime mixed in. Stay tuned and take care until next time. Thanks so much again.